All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Madrid, and the fun keeps going. We've got a very interesting match. It could be my favorite match of the day based on paper. It feels like it could go either way, and they have played some bangers in the past. So we have seen them play 2 times in the last couple of years, and they've both gone the distance. Not to mention the upset that happened in Australia a couple of years ago. But let's get the preview because Noskova and Swiatek are going at it. And of course, the draw, you can see there Swiatek took out Eala in that revenge match, coming from a set and a break down to come back and win that one. And Noskova took out Carle, who Carle is a good clay quarter from Argentina. So she got a good straight sets win. And the winner of this match already knows who they're going to play. So the winner of this match is going to play Schneider, who absolutely smoked Sevastova. So we haven't seen much of Schneider this year, so I kind of hope Swiatek wins so we can watch her play Schneider. Sevastova took out Penko, so Swiatek didn't have to play her again. We've also got Keys, Vekic, and Navarro for a potential quarterfinal for maybe one of these ladies. Linda Noskova, she's number 31 in the world, 20 years old from the Czech Republic. She is 5'10", right-handed, 11 wins, 10 losses on the year. She's got no titles this year, but she's got 1 career title. And her form hasn't been great until this week. And Iga Swiatek, world number 2. She's 23 years old from Poland. 5'9", right-handed. 22 wins, 7 losses on the year. She has no titles this year, but she's got 22 career titles. And her form has also been a little bit off. 4-1s head-to-head, but the last 2 times they played, including this year, went the distance. Swiatek coming back. In fact, the scorelines were identical. But let's see whether or not in 2025 on clay, it's got the same result, and if we have a similar result. All right, how are we doing, chat? Are we ready to go? By the way, Berrettini and Giron are fighting it out. Draper's up a set and a break. Good to see that. What else has happened since we've been gone? The schedule came out for tomorrow. So that's fun. Got some fun matches tomorrow. Zverev versus Fokina, Sabalenka versus Mertens, Medvedev versus Arundalo, Korda versus Rude. Who else playing tomorrow? Raducanu, Svitolina, and Sakari Paolini. A couple of good matches there. So, yeah, it's starting to shape up. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Also, if you haven't checked out the video, Djokovic, about the Djokovic press conference, if you haven't seen that, go listen to what he had to say. It's very strange. It's a very interesting thing he said. So go check it out. Go check out the words. Swiatek with the clay advantage should be straight sets. Okay. All right. By the way, after this, we've got Fonseca taking on Tommy Paul. So it should be really fun. I'd like to see an informed Noskova take on Sabalenka, Raducanu, and Gauff. Okay. I misrepresented Gil earlier. He actually predicted Zverev. He did pick Djokovic and Monte Carlo, though. Okay. Nah, fair enough. Well, Zverev's still alive. But he's got to take on Davidovich for Fokina tomorrow, so that should be interesting. All right. Players are on court. They're just about to warm up. And we will get this started. Draper's up a set and a break? Yeah. He is up a set and a break. Okay. Is Noskova gonna... They're doing the virtual coin toss. And I think Noskova won the toss and elected to serve. I don't know. But they didn't show the people. You look refreshed. Yeah, I'm getting there. Getting used to these time zones. I'm not sure. Like, today's the first night that it's going to be like, I'm going to be up for like the next 3 hours. So I'm going to be up when the sun comes up, which is the first time I think for a long time that I've had to do that. So this will be literally an all-nighter. So we'll see how we go. Very bad schedule. I think the schedule is just like they have like an 8 p.m. start. But I know I've been to Spain, and I know they have like things are late in Spain. Like when I went to Barcelona, I remember people weren't getting ready to go out until like 11 p.m. And then people are out at like midnight. Like they left to go out at midnight, and it was like, what? Whereas in the UK, it's the opposite, where everyone's coming back at midnight because everything shuts. So yeah. Alex beat Noskova during girls' final. What are you talking about? Spaniards have dinner at 10 p.m. Yeah, it's wild. It's definitely a different from what I'm used to. Do we have any new member emojis? Nah, I don't think so. Let me check. Actually, can I... Hang on. Let me have a look. No, we've got... Yeah, I can't add a new one until we have 5 more members. We need 5 more members, and then I can unlock one. Or there might one might be already unlocked. Did that work? Hang on. It might not register though. Hang on, let me try again. Did it register? I don't know if it registered. Oh, it did. The Penko emoji's back. The Penko... Wait. I think? Did the Penko emoji... Is the Penko emoji back? I don't know. Anyways, congratulations to those who got the memberships. Hey, and thank you, Brent, for the 5 gifted as well. Appreciate that. You didn't need to do that. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Penko emoji back? Did that disappear? Like, has that been able to... I feel like we need to get rid of... And I'm sorry, but we need to get rid of Vamos. I feel like that's not used as much as it should. Also, we got rid of Nole Fam. I feel like... I'm sorry. Do we keep Vamos and get rid of Rafa Fam, or do we keep Rafa or get rid of Vamos? I feel like we got to change one of them. We got Rafa's literal face. I mean... I might have to do a little bit of a change up of the emojis just to, because I feel like some aren't used. Yeah, we might get a Yazda emote maybe. That might be better. I thought Swiatek lost a Filipino lady and she is out. No, she beat her. Predicting for Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Do I look like I know what I'm talking about? Come on. Why are you asking me these questions? How about this? Who's going to win the Australian election? Can you answer me that, please? Who's going to win the Australian election? Exactly. I don't know either. Come on. What are we doing? I think we get rid of Vamos, Nole Fam, Rafa Fam because we have their faces already. Yeah, we can. I mean, you're not a member, so I don't know. I appreciate your feedback, but also, like, I feel like the members should decide. If you're a member of the channel, I feel like you guys get to use them, so you guys should decide what they are, right? But thank you for your feedback. I agree. I think we get rid... I think Nole Fam's already been deleted anyway. All right. As long as we keep the tinfoil hat. Okay, we'll keep the hat. All right. Here we go, chat. As I think Noskova's going to serve. Always keep the Rafa fam. I feel like we can't. We've got to get rid of Vamos or Rafa fam. One has to go because we've got Rafa's face too. So I feel like Rafa fam should go, and then we keep Rafa's face and Vamos because Vamos can be used for like a lot of reasons, whereas Rafa fam and his face, I don't think we need both. I think we just have one, especially because Rafa doesn't play anymore. So it's really hard to like, how are we going to use Rafa stuff? Like we're not going to watch him. So I don't know if we need, like, we don't have Federer stuff anymore. We got rid of Federer. We replaced Federer's face. So I don't know. I feel like we might need to just tweak a couple. I don't think we need both Swiatek's face and her name. I think we can change one to Yazda, maybe. Anyways, double fault to start. Noskova, love 15. We'll figure it out. Not right now. Eventually. By the way, who you got winning this one, Chad? I've got Swiatek in straights. Close straight sets. And she has a slice point in the net, and it's 15-all. Yeah, Vamos can be used by Carlos as well. That's why I think we keep Vamos. Because it can be used for multiple different people. It's a common word that is used. 15-all. You know what? We might have to do it during a rain delay, like a emoji vote. To keep or to get rid. And we'll just go through all of them. And then we can... once we get rid of them, the ones we don't need, I can replace them with new ones. I think that might be the best way to do it. As we return now from Swiatek, 30-15. And the slice goes in from Noskova, and she wins a point, 40-15. Muller wins. Nice. Who's in my team? So from Noskova. That's too strong. Ah. One love Noskova. One zero Noskova. By the way, Berrettini up 2-love in the third. And Drape is up a set and a break. Hey, Rafa, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. When are we going to get Sinner back on the team? Next week. Next week. Okay. Swiatek to serve. Yeah, we'll do a voting system for the emojis, I reckon. I'll just like literally go through every single one of them and it'll be yes, keep or replace. And then and the ones that we keep, and the ones that that replace, I'll make new ones and we'll replace them. You know? That's pretty simple. That's what we'll do. I think that's the best way of doing it. As the backhand slice return goes out by Noskova. And it's 30-love. Because there's obviously ones that we have to keep, right? There's definitely emojis there that we have to keep. and that are always used and that are constantly, a part of the channel. But then there's definitely some that don't get used at all, and we probably could use that space for another one, for a new one, for a different one. All right, 35th love. Into the serve into the back of Noskova. Return goes to the back of Swiatek. Noskova slice. Into the back of Swiatek. Noskova with a forehand pass is out. 40 love. Serve into the forehand of Noskova, and then Swiatek gets a backhand long. 40-15. 40-15. Serve again. Into the backhand of Noskova. Return goes to forehand Swiatek. Noskova backhand to the backhand Swiatek, who hits it out. 40-30. Why did Big Brain Cam emoji go away? I don't know, but we could bring it back. Maybe. Yeah, members, put your favorite. What's your favorite emote that we have? Put your favorite emote in the chat. Oh, Noskova hit the tape and it just stayed on her side. That would have been a tough shot for Swiatek. She holds 1-0. Put your favorite emoji, members emoji in the chat, and then I can kind of get a feel of like what ones which ones are not being used. All right, Noskova serves. Very windy out there. I know someone said that earlier. I just served down the seas. A fault second serve. By the way, Chad, I'm going to say this once because it was mentioned in the last stream, but I didn't know. I didn't see the outfit until today. Ace out wide. From Noskova, 15 love. Musetti's outfit sucks. It is it looks terrible. Like, right? Like, it is like way too big and it just looks so cheap. Like it's like someone made it at home. I know that's like the style they're going for because Bencic is wearing the same thing, but I don't like it. I think it's terrible. It looks terrible. Don't look good. It just looks. Bencic is wearing the dress version. I'm like, it's just like so over. It's just terrible. I don't like it at all. There's a big baggy, big boxy baggy shirt. It's like it doesn't look good at all. I don't think it looks good. It just looks like it just doesn't look good. I don't know. It doesn't look fitted. It's just like a big baggy shirt. I think it's Asics who do it, right? Is it Asics? I don't know. I don't like it. It's too baggy. Yeah, it's too. It doesn't look. It doesn't look like. It looks like they've got the wrong size. Backhand cross court winner from Swiatek, the 15-30. Like it just doesn't look styled at all. It just looks like a big white piece of material that they've cut holes in, and we put a logo on it. It's just like, what are we doing? It's not. It doesn't look nice at all. That doesn't look stylish at all. Sent some news about what? Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Archie. The Deary's got a medical timeout. 15:30. Is it a 4-4 rally? Again to the point of Noskova in there. 15:40. What's Cam talking about? I'm talking about fashion. 1540. As we get a return now to the forehand of Noskova. Forehand Swiatek. Into the forehand Noskova. Swiatek backhand down the middle. Noskova drop shot. Swiatek's going to get there. Noskova with a slice cross court wide. Swiatek breaks. 2-1. 2-1 Swiatek. You can just Google the outfit. Just Google Mutua Madrid 2025 and it'll show you the outfit. I thought I would have been home before Swiatek was starting. Fair enough. It's fundraising day to buy Cam new clothes. What is wrong? There's nothing wrong with my clothes. What are you talking about? We're not talking about me. We're talking about Mussetti's outfit today, which people were commenting on, and I thought didn't look good. I don't think it looks good as a tennis shirt. It just looks a bit cheap. Personally, I don't think it looks good. Cool. I wonder if Federer will attend the Met Gala. Yeah, I don't know. Guillaume Berrettini is too sick match. Berrettini wasted 3 points in first set, and now he's injured and winning. Yeah. All right, 2-1. Swiatek's got the break here. 2-1. Swiatek leads. As Swiatek serves. Serve the back end of Noskova, and then Swiatek hits it long. And it's love 15. Love 15. It's for serving the backhand of Noskova, but it's called a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Noskova. Backhand of Swiatek on the stretch. Noskova drop shot in the net. 15 all. As we just serve again from Swiatek. Into the backhand now. Swiatek goes to the backhand Noskova. Swiatek backhand cross again. The backhand Noskova to the backhand Swiatek, who hits in the net. 15-30. Chance to get the break back. The end can already be seen from the beginning. What? Is that a song? What do you mean? There is no intimidating woman tennis player as Serena? No, of course not. Serena. That's why Serena is goated. It's part of the reason why she's a goat. The intimidation of Serena was immense. 15-30. Swiatek serves. Into the back of Noskova. Return the back of Swiatek. Noskova again to the back of Swiatek, who hits it down the line and wide. 15-40. Noskova to break back. 15-40. Serve again. Into the backhand of Noskova. Noskova in the net. 30-40. One saved. $30-40. Swiatek serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Nope. So now the back of Noskova. Return goes to forehand of Swiatek. Noskova on the stretch. Hits in the net. We get the deuce. We get to deuce. After watching Alcaraz Netflix, I understand why he is not winning easy. He is struggling confidence. He just won Monte Carlo. All right, deuce. 7 to the forehand of Noskova. Swiatek forehand on the stretch. Noskova goes down the line, and that's going to be a winner. Nice hitting from Noskova. Advantage. I took your advice, and I watched this documentary in Spanish with subtitles. Good. I'm glad that you did. It makes for a much better watch than watching the American dubbed Alcaraz speech. All right, advantage Noskova to take the break back. Swiatek serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Noskova. Return the back of Swiatek. Noskova forehand. To the backhand of Swiatek is... We're going to backhand from Noskova to the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek gets it wide. Noskova breaks back. 2-2. 2-0. All right, 2-2. I think Berrettini will pull out of the next match. No. As we just serve from Noskova, we're back on serve. 2-0. As a return from Swiatek to the slice of Noskova. Swiatek backhand. Into the forehand of Noskova. Swiatek comes in with a slice. Noskova lob. Swiatek backhand. Down the line winner. And it's 15. I love 15. Why does everyone pick on Carlos? I'm sick of it. He just won Monte Carlo, got injured at the Barcelona final. Exactly. You tell him. Backhand return goes to forehand of Noskova. Forehand now goes out by Noskova. Love 30. Love 30. To get the break again, Swiatek. Love 30. Draper wins. Nice. Draper's draw kind of opened up with Djokovic losing. And Berrettini, I mean, he's not looking good at the moment, so we'll see what happens. As we're at 15-30, Swiatek misses it. 15-30. Oh, did Berrettini win? Oh, I thought he lost. Oh, Berrettini won. Oh, he smoked it. Oh, okay. Take that back. Berrettini's fine. Nice serving Noskova. So wait, so what does that mean? So that means like... So Berrettini, Draper play each other. Shit. That's going to be a good match if Berrettini's healthy. If Berrettini's not 100% though, Draper could win that for sure. And then you got Fonseca. Ooh, Draper Fonseca 4th round, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. As with a backhand return now, 30-all. Backhand of Noskova to the back of Swiatek. Swiatek gets it wide, 40-30. Swiatek making errors. Not having fun. I found the voiceover for the documentary off-putting too, especially since I know what Carl sounds like. Yeah. It just didn't feel like you were watching him speak. Like that's what it just took me out of it. Like you didn't feel like it was his words. You know? I don't know why they didn't just go with like a Spanish, English dub with a Spanish accent would have made it a little bit better. But the voiceover was just so... I just couldn't handle it. Backhand return for Swiatek is wide. Noskova leads 3-2. 3-2 in this first set. Draper leads Fonseca in the head-to-head. Yeah, but that wasn't on clay. So that was on a hard court, I believe. And we're not on hard courts anymore. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that they played on a hard court and that doesn't count in the clay court world. All right? So I just want everybody to realize we do not have hard courts in Madrid anymore. And this is a different surface. Imagine if I talk like that for real. Did you see Benny Bicep's celebration yesterday? He had his fans. It was good. Did he? Did he do a new celebration? New celebration unlock? Huh? I want to see. We love a Shelton celebration. Let me look. Yeah, Mussetti's in the top 10, I think, at the moment. Oh, did he go over to them and like high-five them all? Oh, that's great. He just went over to his fan, like just high-fived them all. That's awesome. All right, 3-2. That's sick. He was hitting hands with all his guys. I love that. Let's go. I tell you, ATP have got to market Shelton. They got to get around Shelton, and they got to promote him as like the next, like the American, the next American champion. I reckon they got to do it. I guess the only problem at the moment is that there's guys that are older than him that are high ranked. But God, once Shelton becomes the best American player, that is going to be. It sells itself. Like that is such like he's such a good personality for the sport. Just like your classic American kind of like frat boy kind of guy. I love it. Like you got to have that guy. Like I said yesterday, chat. The Europeans have been owning tennis for too long. We're here to Americans and Australians are here to mess it up, and South Americans as well, and people from Asia too. Like they got to promote Shelton as like the American tennis hero that he will be. He's already made more Grand Slam semifinals than I think Fritz and Paul combined, right? On his own. I mean, is it okay? On a real note though, is Shelton the most? Is he the most accomplished American player right now? I mean, Fritz has a 1,000 event and also a five. I mean, Fritz must be second though, right? Like Fritz has got the accomplishments, maybe 1,000 title and a slam final, but you got to think that you got to think Shelton's got to be second, right? The second best active player by results. 2 Grand Slam semis, a quarterfinal, couple of titles. I mean, he's got to be up there, right? And then he might be just ahead of Tommy Paul because Paul's got 1 slam semi, right? It is still. So Fritz is still the best American player out there, but gosh, Shelton's making a charge. You give Shelton a 1,000 title, I think we've got a conversation. Ace out wide, Swiatek, 40-15. If Shelton wins a 1,000 title this year, you got to maybe put him side by side with Fritz. Because Fritz has made, what, 1 final, couple of quarters? Shelton's made 2 semis and a quarter. I mean, he wins a 1,000, we start talking different languages, I think. We're going to have a different conversation on who's the best American, active American on the men's side. Yeah, Fritz is older, which, Shelton's got the opportunities. But, God, I like, Shelton would be such a good, because it's not like Fritz isn't charismatic, but, he definitely has a different personality, and he's got that California kind of laid back personality where he's not as, vocal. But Shelton's got that, he's just got such a magnetic personality, He's just got so much charisma as well, and it just makes sense that he would be the face of American tennis on the men's side. Like it would suit him well, Shelton, future winner of 0 Grand Slams. We can get lost. 40-30. 40-30. First serve's a fault by Swiatek. Second serve. Serve. Into the backhand of Noskova. Forehand Swiatek in the backhand of Noskova on the stretch. Swiatek backhand again to the backhand of Noskova. Sliced. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Noskova backhand again to the backhand of Swiatek. Noskova slices it back this time. Swiatek on the attack. Hits a backhand. Cross-court winner. And a shake of the fist from Swiatek. 3-3. Zverev is not the face of men's tennis. He's not American. What do you... We're talking about American tennis. I mean, chat. Gauff and Shelton is the face of American tennis. The faces of American. That's where it's at. Coco and Shelton. I mean, they're again, respect Fritz, respect Tommy Paul, respect Madison Keys, Pegula, all of the, Navarro. But you put Gauff and Shelton as the 2 best Americans and the 2 biggest chances of winning slams. I mean, come on. What a great... And they're both young, so they're both, they're going to be around for a while, if they're healthy, right? I feel like that's just such a good... that's such a good for American tennis. They're both... having them at the top is great for American tennis. When American tennis, especially on the men's side, has struggled, Ace out wide, Noskova, 15 all. Tiafoe wins. Nice. We love that for Foe. Who's Tiafoe play? Or Muller. Okay. Tiafoe, Muller, Analdi, Zumher. Very random draw. And the winner of that will play either Fonseca, Draper, Berrettini, Hashanov, Paul, or Opelka. I mean, there's some random-ass names there, and that's just in the Djokovic half, so who knows who's going to make the final. Tiafoe might make the final. Which wouldn't... You know what, chat? Francis Tiafoe making the final in Madrid doesn't actually sound as weird as maybe you would think. It would make... I mean, I could see that happening. Do I think it's going to happen? Am I going to pick it? No. But if he was to make the final in Madrid, you'd say, yeah, that sounds about right. Because the finalists in Madrid can be so random at times, and that would be pretty random to see Big Foe in a European clay court final. Am I predicting that to happen? Well, no. But I could still, if that happened, if you were like, oh yeah, it's Zverev Tiafoe final in Madrid, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right. Okay, fair enough. 15:40. Swiatek looking to break again. $15.40 as we get a second serve. Into the forehand of Swiatek, who hits a return winner. Swiatek breaks again, 4-3. 4-3. All right. I think Kaboli will go far on the top half. Okay. The winner of this does play Schneider. Yep. Who won in 44 minutes earlier today. Four US women in the top 10, but they seem to be doing well. But who can any of them hit number one? Coco Gauff can hit number one. Coco Gauff can be, well, she will be world number one. She will. She will. It's going to happen. Coco Gauff will be number one. Eventually. Maybe not now, like this year or next year, but she will eventually. Like, she's definitely going to be number one. Like, she's shown enough to say that her best tennis can beat Swiatek and Sabalenka, right? She can beat Sabalenka, we know that. She just needs to obviously be more consistent and not have, and not lose matches that she shouldn't, right? If she gets consistent, it's over. She's only 20 as well, right? So she's got time. I mean, she doesn't have to be number one in the world now. She can be number one in the world in 5 years. 25, and you'd be like, hey, she'll be number one. She'll be number one. No doubt. No doubt. Have to disagree about Coco. You reckon Goff's not going to be world number one? No, there's no shot. She's going to be number one. Even if it's not for it might not be for a long time. She might not be number one next week or next year. And she might not be number one for, 4 years in a row, but she's going to be number one. She's going to be number one. She's 21. Yeah, okay. So still, she's got 10 years to become number one. She'll be number one. Especially now that she can beat Swiatek, that's a big... And she's always been good against Sabalenka. So if you can beat both of them, we got to put you in the mix. Yes or no, chat? Gauff will be number one at some point. Yes or no? Gauff will be number one in the world at some stage in her career. Yes or no? Yes or no? As a default from Swiatek, second serve. Depends. That's not what I said. Yes or no? Get off the fence, you get splinters. A lot of people saying no. Jeez. Luckily we're not betting money or houses. As that backhand goes into the forehand of Noskova, backhand of Swiatek, the backhand of Noskova. Into the backhand of Swiatek, Noskova forehand. Into the forehand of Swiatek as Noskova hits a backhand down the line winner. And there's no scoreboard, so I don't know what's going on. Love 30. A lot of breaks in this. Love 30. Also, another thing with Gauff is that she can play on hard courts, she can win on hard courts, she can win on clay, she can also win on grass. So the fact that she's got every Grand Slam at her, potentially in her grasp. She's made the semis of Australia, she's made the final of French, won the US Open, and she broke out at Wimbledon. So you go, well, she can win any of the 4 slams in any given year. So that helps, right? Whereas some players, they have a glaringly, obviously, maybe one surface is definitely not their thing or bad or whatever. Most of the top 10 have at least one Grand Slam where you're like, they're not going to win that. But Gauff could win any of the slams. Grass being probably the hardest, but that's because it's her worst slam so far. But Gauff winning Wimbledon would not be out of the question. She could do that. If her game works during the weeks, she'll do it. She could win Wimbledon. She might win Wimbledon this year, Coco. Who knows? It's open. It's up for grabs. 30-all. There's a fault second serve. There's a serve again from Swiatek. 30-all. Backhand return goes into the backhand Swiatek. Backhand out from Noskova. Into the backhand Swiatek as Noskova into the forehand of Swiatek. To the backhand Noskova. Swiatek forehand again. To the backhand Noskova. Again the forehand Swiatek who shanks it wide. 30-40 to get back on serve. And the thing with Gauff as well is, unless something happens in the future, and knock on wood doesn't, she doesn't struggle with major injuries like other players have in the top 10. Someone said Raducanu, right? Raducanu is injured a lot, so it's hard to pick her as number one because you have to play every week if you're going to be number one. Gauff doesn't seem to get injured. And her game, she's very athletic. Like, is very, very athletic. As that goes out on the return from Noskova. Deuce. She's very fit, right? She doesn't get tired. She doesn't get sore. She doesn't get injured. And I think that's an underrated thing with Coco, because we always talk about her forehand or her serve, or, but physically, she's got that down. I mean, she doesn't cramp, right? I mean, we see young players struggle physically. She is as physical as they come. If she can fix the technique of some of the shots, then she's already got the hard part down, which is the physicality. Whereas if she always got injured or she cramped or she couldn't play over 2 hours, then we'd be talking, can she play day in, day out? But Gauff can play day in, day out. It's just the technique and it's the errors that shoot her down sometimes. It's not her body, and it's not her fitness levels. Backhand to backhand rally. Swiatek looking to go to 5-3 as we're finding from Noskova in the net. 5-3 Swiatek. Fonseca plays straight after this. All right. 5-3 Swiatek. As Noskova serves the front, Swiatek gets it out. 15 love. 15 love. As we just serve again. Into the forehand, Swiatek in the net. 30 love. 30 love. As we just serve into the back and Swiatek, return goes wide. 40 love. By the way, speaking of Coco, where is she in the draw? Can she win this tournament? Ooh, Bencic Gauff. That's tough. Andreeva Gauff. Ooh, we are very close to getting the match that we all want. Interesting. Oh, Samsonova lost today. Damn. Starobdepseva. That's one of the hardest names to say in tennis. Anyways, 5-4, at least for me. So Andreeva, Bencic, or Gauff are going to play each other most likely. Bottom half of the draw is so crazy. Like, I'm looking at the names, chat. And anyone that said when the draw come out, oh, Cam, you're overreacting that Swiatek's draw is tough. Swiatek's draw is tough. And we're starting to get the names that we feared. Maybe not Ostapenko, but every other player that Swiatek should fear is still alive, besides Penko. Right? Schneider, though, could be very interesting in the next round. But you've got Keys, Navarro, Vekic, very awkward players. Gauff, Bencic, Andreeva. The only players that are not there that maybe Swiatek would have feared at the start is Penko. And maybe Kalinskaya, but she lost the keys anyway. So, like, Penko's the only player that Swiatek doesn't have to play. But everybody else is still alive, and that sucks. Like, the draw is playing out to be as tough as it... Like, if you projected the draw out and say, what's the worst case scenario? We're almost at that worst case, except for the Penko match. Swiatek avoids Penko, but still, Andreeva's alive. Bencic is alive, who's very dangerous. Keys is obviously very dangerous. You know, Navarro, Vekic, and Gauff, if they're playing well on the day, who knows what could happen on this Madrid clay, right? In the top half of the draw, it's Sabalenka, who gets Mertens, who she beats every week, and then plays either Stearns or Masarova. And then Kenin, Potapova, Kostrova, Kudermetova. Right? And then the semi-final, she might play Rybakina or Pegula. So Sabalenka's draw, she's making the semis without shouldn't break a sweat until the semis. Sabalenka. So I mean, talk about getting the benefits of being world number one. The draw is so different for the number one versus the number two. If you put Sabalenka down the bottom where Swiatek is, we're talking how bad Sabalenka's draw is. Like, it's not like Swiatek's draw is bad because the players are bad for her. No, if you put Sabalenka down the bottom and she has to play Keys or Vekic or Gauff or Andreeva, that sucks for her, right? It's not just a bad draw for Swiatek, it's a bad draw in general. Top half of the draw, you put Swiatek up there, Mertens, Stearns, I mean, yeah, that's way easier for Swiatek, right? I mean, the top half of the draw and the bottom half of the draw of the ladies is polar opposites when it comes to how tough they are. You couldn't get two different draws. Totally different levels of difficulty. By the way, thank you, Raf, for becoming a member again. Welcome back. As Noskova hits a return winner, love 30. Love 30. Well, we got Paul versus Fonseca straight after this. So stay tuned. Should be interesting. All right. The love 30. Swiatek backing down the line as a winner. 15-30. 15-30. All right. Serve again. 15-30 as Swiatek serves. Oh, pardon me. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. By the way, Vekic and Navarro should be coming on pretty soon as that goes in the net on the return from Noskova. 30 all. As we get another fault by Swiatek, second serve. What's the best forehand grip? Semi-Western. As it a serve? Nope. Swiatek changed her mind. As the return goes into the forehand of Swiatek, back in a slice from Noskova. Goes out. And it's set point Swiatek to take the first set, which has not been easy. All right, Swiatek serves. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve, the backhand of Noskova. Forehand Swiatek. Into the forehand of Noskova. Swiatek into the backhand of Noskova. Hits a return, inside out winner. Nice shot from Noskova, and we get back to deuce. Another service game, another deuce. All right, deuce. As Swiatek serves. No, she doesn't. Swiatek serves. An ace down the tee. Nice. Great serve. All right, advantage Swiatek to take the first set. To take the first set. As she serves a fault. Second serve. I think Murray still has a job. He'll have a job until after Wimbledon. There's no way that Djokovic will get rid of Murray before Wimbledon. Swiatek serves. As we're forehand now from Swiatek. Noskova backhand. Swiatek's got it with a backhand on the stretch. Noskova backhand again. The backhand Swiatek. Into the backhand Noskova. Who hits a winner. Jeez. Noskova hits a clean ball. Back to deuce. Noskova, I feel like Noskova with time could become... I mean, she's already been a problem for Swiatek, but she has got like an Ostapenko and Nisimova sort of like aggression where she just can smack the crap out of the ball. Like hit it flat and for winners. It's crazy. I think Noskova's 20, right? 20? As the return goes in, the forehand Swiatek, forehand from Noskova. Again, the forehand Swiatek as Noskova cross-court in the net. And it's advantage Swiatek. Yeah, she's when she plays super aggressive. I mean, that's what Swiatek hates playing. No shock she beat her at the Australian Open. I mean, that's Noskova's game is one that Swiatek struggles with at times to other players, right? Advantage Swiatek. Set point to take the first set. She serves the forehand Noskova. Return goes back to Swiatek. Noskova backhand into the backhand Swiatek. Again, the backhand Noskova, who hits it in the ground. And Swiatek takes first set. 6-4. 6-4. Noskova, as well, I believe, was world number 1 junior. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she was number 1 junior. Won the French Open 2021 in juniors. I think she was top. Maybe she wasn't number 1. Maybe she was. It says here she reached world number 5 in combined ITF juniors. I don't know what that means. Anyways, first set, 12 winners and 9 errors from Noskova, 8 winners and 9 errors from Swiatek. Noskova had a lot more break points though, just couldn't take them. But yeah, Noskova's a beast. Like she was she won the French Open Juniors as a qualifier. No, wait. She made the main draw of the French Open as a qualifier at 17. And, yeah. Like, Noskova, she already made the quarterfinals of the Australian Open last year. Hasn't really done well at the other slams yet. But, she is scary. Like Noskova, I feel like Noskova could be someone who would win a slam. Maybe she wouldn't win many slams, but I feel like she could be someone who, if she won a slam, it shouldn't be a surprise. By her game, I mean, put that on a fast court, she's going to win something. Let me check Noskova's junior ranking. What was it? I swear she was number 1. No, number 5. Okay. Number 5 in the junior rankings. Won the French Open Juniors back in the day. Who did she... I wonder if she played along the way, if she beat anyone. Oh, she beat Erica Andreeva in the final. That's crazy. Oh, chat, get this. Ready? I'll tell you some names. She beat Schneider in the semis. Noskova, this is. And then beat Erica Andreeva in the final. You also had Palina Kudermetova in the draw. Noskova also took out a couple other players that we haven't heard of. Other players that were in that draw at the time. So I said Schneider. Montgomery was there, who is on the main tour now. Eric Andreeva, as I mentioned. And Alex Eala was the number 2 seed, lost in the first round. So Alex Eala was in the draw back in 2021. Linda Fruhvirtova was there. So yeah, so it was a couple of familiar names for sure. All right. 15 love. Noskova serving. A double fault. 15 all. Noskova's a European version of Pegula. Have you watched either of those players? I don't think you... They're not the same. Noskova's like 5'11". I mean, how's she... Pegula... She's not like Pegula at all. Anyways, forehand goes to the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand of Noskova. Hits it long. 15-30. Like, Noskova hits it way harder than Pegula. And Pegula's way quicker than Noskova. They're nothing alike. 15-30. As Noskova serves. Fault. Second serve. By the way, 9 o'clock already. PM in Spain. The next match we've got the next match coming up. The next match might go past midnight. Return goes to backhand of Noskova. Swiatek backhand into the slice of Noskova. Lob goes up. And Swiatek hits a forehand winner down the line. 15-40. Noskova is like a Czech Penko. That's a better comparison. Doesn't hit the ball as flat, but it's definitely more Penko than Pegula. Pardon me. All right. 15-40 is Noskova in the net. And Swiatek gets a break. Setting a break. Iga Swiatek. Noskova seems to just try. I mean, she's hit a lot of good shots, but she also has hit a lot of errors as well. All right. Cool. Swiatek, when she wins the first set in 2025, is 20 wins and 1 loss. Can anyone name the one time she lost after winning the first set? Does anybody know the answer? Who was the player that came from a set down to beat Swiatek this year? Only one player's done it. Only one player this year has come back from a set down to beat Swiatek. Can anybody remember who it was? Anybody remember? It wasn't Penko. Who was the player that came back from a set down to beat Swiatek? Who was it, chat? Bonus points if you can name the tournament. Madison Keys. Swiatek won the first set 7-5 and then lost in 3. Madison Keys, Australian Open is correct answer. All right, 15 love. It was 7-5 Swiatek, and then Keys came back 6-1, 7-6 to take the win and make the final. Only player to come back from a set down against Swiatek and win this year. As with the first serve fault from Swiatek, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Noskova, who's a lovely return winner. 15-all. You have trivia? All right, cool. 15-all. As we get a serve again. Is an ace by Swiatek. 30-15. Swiatek serves again. Into the backhand of Noskova. Return into the back of Swiatek. Noskova again goes long, and it's 40-15. Who's the player that screeches as loud as Sabalenka? I mean, I thought you had a good question. 40-15. Yeah, I'm not going to answer your question. That's a silly trivia question. I thought you had an actual good question. 40-15. As we return now into the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek gets it wide. It's 40-30. 40-30. As we just serve again. Here's a fault by Swiatek. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Noskova. Backhand of Swiatek on the stretch. Noskova slice. Drop shot. Swiatek gets with the backhand down the line. Winner. 2-love. 2-love. The most annoying moaners are chat members. Whoa. You gonna take that? You gonna take that? You really gonna let them say that about you? You gonna take that, chat? What are you saying? Holy shit. It's crazy. Anyways, Swiatek gets it out. Love 15. 15-love, sorry. 15-love. As with a fault from Noskova, second serve. As we return now to the backhand of Noskova. But it went out by Swiatek. 30-love. 30-love. As with a forehand from Noskova goes long. 30-15. 30-15. Bit of serve again. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Noskova is a winner. 40-15. 40-15. As the backhand return goes in by Swiatek. Noskova smash. Puts it away. 2-1 Swiatek. If members of Sabalenka, then non-members of Sharapova. Oh! Oh, you're going to take that? Oh! Oh! The members are swinging. Oh! You retracted the message. I already read it. Oh, you going to take that? I wouldn't take that if I was you. Oh! Oh! Watch out. Fight, 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 fight. Whoa! That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Opelka's already served 6 aces in 2 games? That's crazy. Opelka's hit 7 aces. Wait, six aces and a winner. No, it says 5 aces. Probably 5 aces. All right, 2-1. Swiatek with a set and a break. Swiatek has hit 3 aces. All right, 2-1 Swiatek in the second. She has the break. All right, serve. Into the backhand of Noskova. 4-0 Swiatek. Again, the 4-0 Noskova as Noskova hits it out. And it's 15-love. Swiatek, save your shoulder. No more aces, please. All right. What, you got the under 5 aces or something? What's going on? Under 3 aces, Swiatek? Come on now. Tell me you're a gambler without telling me you're a gambler. Please, Swiatek, don't serve any more aces. What, you don't want 4? Come on now. 15-love. Red flag. There's a red flag on the play. 30-love. Swiatek serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve, Swiatek. Return goes out, 40-love. Love. Serve again. Into the forehand of Noskova. Return goes in the forehand of Swiatek. Noskova backhand to the forehand of Swiatek. Into the forehand of Noskova. Swiatek gets out. 40-15. 40-15. Swiatek with a good serve. 3-1. 3-1 Swiatek in the second. We do still have one more match after this. It's between Paul and Fonseca. All right, Noskova serves. Into the backhand, Swiatek. Return goes long. 15-love. 15-love. As we're going to serve in the back of Swiatek. Final from Noskova. Swiatek puts up a lob. Noskova smash. Here's a winner. 30 love. $30 love. As we return out of the forehand of Noskova, back in a Swiatek in the net. 40 love. $40 love. Serve again. The forehand of Swiatek. Return goes out. 3-2. Swiatek with a break. Noskova holds. All right. 3-2. How are we doing, chat? Does Alcaraz have a chance of the French when Sinner comes back? That'll depend on whether Sinner plays well next week or not in Rome. If he wins Rome, then you got to think Alcaraz it's going to be tough. But if Sinner, I mean, we're going to see what Sinner looks like on clay. Since it's Sunday for you, it's Nick Kyrgios' 30th birthday. Really? He's 30. Shit. Happy birthday to Keegs. 30th birthday. God damn. 30? You sure? You sure? 30? Really? That can't be right. All right. Madison Keys is born in 95 and she's 30. Okay. Yeah. Like, I can believe that Keys is 30. But Kyrgios, it seems weird that he's 30. I'm not the only one that thinks that, right? Like, Keys is, like, married and, you know, and I'm not saying that Kyrgios needs to be married to be 30. But, like, I don't know. It kind of boggles my mind they're the same age for some reason. They're really the same age? I don't know. Kyrgios definitely seems younger in the way that, like, I don't know. He doesn't seem 30. Whereas Keys definitely seemed like like 29, 30. Okay. That's more believable, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why, but. And 15 love. 400 rally is Noskova hits it wide. And it's 30 love. But I guess Kyrgios beat Nadal at 19 in 2014. That was 11 years ago, so makes sense. It does feel like Madison Keys has been around longer than Kyrgios though. But no, probably not really. I don't know why. It just feels like Keys has been around longer, but then I don't know. Maybe it's because like Kyrgios has been away longer off the tour. That you kind of forget that during the years that he didn't play, he was still going up in age. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's why. Because Madison Keys has been on tour the entire time, right? For the last, decade. So it kind of, oh yeah, she's been there every year, Whereas Kyrgios had 2 years off with injury, and before that he was barely playing, and it was like, it's kind of like, yeah, you forget that, he went up in age when he was injured. He didn't just stop getting older. he didn't stop having birthdays. He's 29. He literally, somebody said he's 30 today. Like he's 29 and 364 days. His birthday is literally today in Australia. So he's today. He is 30 today. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Swiatek trying to keep this break. As we get a return out by Noskova, 4-2 Swiatek in the second. You know a match is going well when we're talking about players' birthdays. Did you ever dream of being a tennis pro? Of course. I think most people that grew up playing tennis as a kid would have had that dream, for sure. Anyways, Noskova serves. She is down a set and a break. This will be some sort of comeback if it happens. As a return for Swiatek goes long. 15 love. 15 love. First serve default, second serve. Is a double fault. 15-0. And Swiatek returns the forehand to Noskova. Swiatek forehand goes in, and then Noskova makes an error. 15-30. 15-30. As Noskova serves again. To the backhand, Swiatek. Return goes to forehand, Noskova. Swiatek backhand again at the forehand, Noskova. Swiatek hits a slice forehand as Noskova hits a drop shot in the net. 15-40. 15-40. Break points for Swiatek for a double break. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand. Swiatek gets a cross-court winner. All right. Swiatek's got a double break. 5-2 in the second. She is cruising. Which is fine by me because it's 5:30 in the morning and we've still got another match to watch. So this is totally fine. I have no problem with this whatsoever. All right. Swiatek with a double break in the second. And she will serve for the match. All right. Cool. By the way, Vekic and Navarro starts soon. So stay ready for that. We'll keep an eye on that score as well. Swiatek has a difficult time playing Penko, but she has no problem beating Penko's opponents. Help me to understand this issue. Psychological. Psychological issue. All right, first there's a fault, second serve. As Noskova hits the backhand down the line, up goes a lob by Swiatek, bounce smash. Noskova, Swiatek with the pass, goes wide. 15 love. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Serve again. There's a default second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Noskova. Return goes long, and it's 15-all. 15-all. Serving to the forehand of Noskova. Return goes in the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek gets a win up. 30-15. 30-15. Is we're going to serve into the back of Noskova. Noskova hits it out. 40-15. 40-15 to take her spot in the fourth round and take on Schneider, which is going to be really fun to watch in a couple of days. We haven't watched Schneider for a while. Also, Dinara Safina is her coach, so we get to see Safina in the house, hopefully, as well. All right. Swiatek with the match points. Serving the front of Noskova in the net. Good win. That was the first set was a little shaky, but in terms of Swiatek on clay, that was probably her best win out of the 4 matches she's played so far. It was a confident win after the first set. That was a Swiatek Queen of Clay performance. Someone she's had trouble with in the past, but when it comes to clay, the surface mattered, and she didn't let it get awkward. She got through in straights, just over an hour, 4-2. That's the Swiatek performance we need. Now she's going to take on Deanne Schneider, and that's going to be on in a couple of days, so we'll definitely be watching that one. So stay tuned. But GG's, good win. Good win. But it doesn't get any easier. There's still very, very tough opponents coming up over the next couple of days. So don't think it's over yet. She's still got plenty of work to do, Swiatek, if she's going to win this title again. But that was good. That was a good win by Swiatek against a player that could have been very, very awkward and has been very awkward to her against her in the past. All right. I'm going to send you over the next one. We've got Paul Fonseca taking on Paul, which is a banger. So I'll send you over there. Very fun matchup. And if Tommy Paul's got the pressure on him, even though he's not the favorite, he's the underdog. But Fonseca Paul, that's going to be fun. But Swiatek wins 4-2. She gets through in straight sets. Just over an hour played. Nearly an hour and a half. And she gets it done. She's into the 4th round. We'll see her in a couple of days. But coming up next, Paul versus Fonseca.